Hey, Snacklefox. Hey, everybody. Still waiting for my group to show up, but I'm ready to wrap this game and start up a new one tonight. So stay tuned for that. Just came back from celebrating. Oh, hey, we already have our first guest
Hi.
here. Hey, Legon. What's up?
Eh, not really that much. A little glad to finally be done with AI after all this.
Yeah? You're starting to get tired of the game, too?
Not even that. We spent so long last time, it was just like, yeah, we might as well get it to let's just get it over with.
Well, we tried. And then it turned into a 6.5 hour stream, which I never want to do again, but I'm still blaming Gil entirely for that.
The only time you should ever do that is for a charity event.
Yeah. Which maybe for a particular game and setting I would do.
Maybe. I mean, if nothing else, it means we're just a little bit closer to Nirvana Initiative, which I do think is the better game.
Well, I think we'll start it a little bit tonight, just to get a little taste of it. I'm sure like the opening act won't take that long.
Yeah, at least seeing the premise of it, because it is definitely an interesting premise.
I'm just surprised that they could turn this into a duology. Like, it seemed like everything wrapped up nicely for a self-contained story, but we'll see where we go from here. We'll see if we'll see what happened to Date in the next game or not. I'm very curious. If there's gonna be a time skip either, I don't know. Okay. Where's Serenity?
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Right.
Because I'm contractually obligated not to.
I hear ya. I get it, really.
I am glad though that it's like after way too much time of putting it off for no good reason, I actually got 100% on AI1, so that I can show off all the concept art and stuff.
How bad was it?
Honestly, the only things I was missing were basically just getting all the hidden eyeballs and like all the hidden eyeballs, getting some QTEs in perfect order, and that was basically it.
Yeah. Very curious.
And also, nearly every interrogation I needed to do perfectly.
Doesn't seem so bad. You can just jump right to it, and with the guide, there you go.
Yeah, you can jump right to it with, both with a guide and with the way the flowchart works. Very convenient.
Good. That's the one thing I like from all the Spike Chunsoft games. I'm not sure how well you could do that in the Danganronpa game since it's chapter by chapter basis. But I'm just glad for
And
these
even
games.
then, as far as 100%ing stuff goes, Nirvana Initiative does it even better.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's a lot easier and smoother to get 100% just because of multiple quality of life updates.
I'm very curious if we're going to see many not gunplay, if we're going to see a lot of gameplay changes from the norm. How much is going to stay the same?
There's one significant new addition that I can think of off the top of my head.
Cool.
But other than that, it's mostly the same.
All right. So, where are they? Where is everybody?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, it's just epilogue stuff, so I might just kind of get things started and they can kind of join in. So I'm going to get the game booted right now, and I do hope the sequel has less issues where it won't just crash on a whim during the Somniums. Because that definitely is scary, man.
There are nowhere near as many crashing issues in Nirvana Initiative, if any.
Good.
Thankfully.
What was the time gap between games? Like 2 years? 3 years?
Well, Nirvana Initiative both has a section of half of the game is set a few months after the first game, and the second half is set 6 years later. So there is a time skip.
Oh, well, I was asking about real-life development of the game.
Hey guys,
That's
am
what
I
meant.
allowed to be here right now, or?
Oh,
I
hey!
mean,
Hello.
It's not really anything against it, so.
Like, you need me to step away, I'll walk away right now.
Nah, it's fine. Everything's just being set up right now, that's all.
Yep, I'm set to go. Legon's here. How's the feed looking on your end?
I mean, if I'm allowed to stay, then I'll watch. If not, I'll just go watch Capcom Cup. It's fine.
Yeah, you can stay if you want.
It's just a lot of epilogue stuff, so spoilers, I guess.
Comment is more directed towards Zeus, since he's the one streaming. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe in game we're 3 months after the events.
3 or 6 months, yeah.
3 years?
3.5.
I thought it was 3 months after we killed.
Right, the explosion.
Yeah. Saito, right? That was his name?
Yep.
We talked with Iris.
And it's time to go on the epilogue journey of, hey, look at all these characters that you got to know and like.
Just go in order, top to bottom. And like I said to the chat, I will be pausing the stream and start recording afterwards because I need to make sure this belongs in the AI Somnium Files playlist, and then Nirvana Initiative goes on its own playlist.
Yeah.
So I will be.
That's its own can of
I'm glad
worms.
you finally got out of that hospital.
Hey, boss.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, boss.
Actually, no. Before that.
I hate being in their Nile group chat. I'm not even that close with them.
Are you sure you're just a figurine?
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you? You're softer than you look.
What do you mean by that? Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
You literally called me a slave before.
But I didn't treat you like a slave. Other than sometimes making you
Semantics.
clean my boots with your tongue.
Is she serious about that? Oh my god.
You did, Date?
I absolutely did not.
Tease. Alright. Boss time.
I have a feeling DC Douglas is enjoying this part way more than he probably could.
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
I don't have to be a bad guy for once. Yay.
Yeah, you can
Are
be
you
a
gonna go to the
goofball.
club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
That's good on boss. Iba.
Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
Yep, the big sacrifice at the end. I already miss you, Iba. Oh.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Iba still obeyed me.
Because she saw all the information about the body swapping.
Mm-hmm.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Watch It system. Iba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that.
Huh?
She knew the real you and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed
I
your
mean,
command.
yeah, that's a nice way of putting it, but also
different.
factually
I
told
think
about every
maybe
facet of the body swapping
She knew
mechanics
your
and seeing
soul,
it happen
Date.
in first person. That also has
Your
something
soul.
to do with it.
Also, I just noticed that Date's eye was replaced. So, thank you.
His eye color, yeah, his right eye is replaced, or his left eye was replaced with a prosthetic after the events in the abandoned warehouse.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I
Well,
never thought that he was swapping bodies.
now we know he was she.
and the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
Well, she did eventually tell him
By the way, Date,
in, I believe, Oto's route, right?
I have
No,
a
it
gift.
was in the primary route after she was basically given no choice with how much prodding Date was doing.
So not the Annihilation route either, just... Well, by that point she was dead, so... The main ending route.
Gift?
Close
Yeah.
your eyes.
Right?
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
What?
What?
You're going
to
to
a great start.
experience something incredible.
Boss?
That's my present to you.
Boss?
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
I don't like where this is going.
You like fireworks?
Suddenly sync machine.
This is the sync room. Pewter?
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Is this who I think it is?
I heard. Plastic surgery, right? Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your old face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
He really doesn't know.
Yeah, nobody
Was it,
would. It's a natural
Kaniza?
secret.
It's Kagami!
Yes! Yes! It never ends.
Just
The
insert the
final
meme.
return.
Where'd you get that from?
Just insert the
Only
meme of the
first
Riddler going,
two
"Does he know?"
letters are the same. Literally 2/3 of the name
you know?
is totally different.
Good to see him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you sync with me?
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something.
Okay.
Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
And why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
I mean, kinda.
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, it is 3 months.
So, what's your motivation? What's your deal?
He
Yep.
thought Saito was Renju.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
It's Randy.
I made it. I'm here.
Then how are you here?
Yatta. I
Because I joined the call,
You're not
Date.
dumb.
Shut up.
Dante, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
She did. Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
If you say so. Why are we here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past. I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done,
yeah,
excuse
it's
myself.
totally not. It's not very subtly implied that the boss and Date had a romantic fling at one point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, too bad, boss. I'm leaving you for Hitomi.
Iris.
I mean, who would you choose
A
between the
real
pair?
classic James Bond
What
type.
happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway,
I've got a
forget
club
about
to go
that.
to.
Let's play.
I gotta get drunk. This has been too much.
Shovel Forge.
Iris, shut up.
No.
No, Iris, enough with the shovel forging.
Good. We don't have to engage her. Bye. We're running to go see the politician.
Nah, we gotta play 2D Shovel Forge called Terra Firma.
And I'm gonna.
No, we gotta sit down the sync machine and play shovel forge in Iris's brain.
No, not again.
We already had two. We already had a Somnium there. I don't want to go back.
No, we need another Somnium. One
No.
more.
So let's figure out the real So, because
I see your face has improved.
he was behind the murder of what was her name? I'm sorry,
No.
Manami.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't behind it. Saito was behind it, but he helped cover it up.
Yeah,
Yeah. His son was behind the murder of Monica Iwai.
because he had the creepy affair with Monoma for reasons we don't know.
Monoma.
Maname. I'm sorry. Is it Maname?
Amame.
Hamana? I don't know.
What did you come here for?
It's a bit poke fun of you.
I want to ask you something.
No bodyguards around? Okay.
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
I
Now
agree.
you know the law. No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai.
Statute of limitations,
That was
bitch.
my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
The statute of limitations for
knew
improper
it.
handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin. Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes
He
cannot
said
be
code.
prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
Really?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, So. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
No, not really. But oh, geez.
Nope. Lots of other questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about the Cyclops crime that are
Well,
definitely pertinent questions.
about that chemical plant.
I've been studying for the past 3
Where there's
months.
was there purple water
I've
there?
learned
Yes
a
or
lot
no?
about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal. With all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up. But that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion.
I mean, weren't they already wealthy?
To help ensure
Yeah,
that
but
the casino
more.
in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
Yeah, can't blame them.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely. As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
I mean, You didn't really raise him up better, I guess. You're a very flawed man, so... Yep. Why bother calling this phone?
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
Simple enough.
I
But why?
can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Right, Rohan. Saito inside Shoko's body, yeah. Saw it cut up so and had him do it. Yeah. Makes sense. After what they did 6 years ago. Speaking of which...
Yep, that happened.
Yep.
And yes, you will see this scene probably more times than you're comfortable with.
It never gets easier to watch. Yep, memory loss. But the memory loss is only with the prototype sync machine, I bet. Yeah. The modern one prevents that. As long as you get out within 6 minutes, I think.
Well, it's
Getting
not
out
even
within
because
6
of the
minutes
causes
is
memory
what-
loss. It's
Boss.
Yeah.
Or
Getting out within 6 minutes prevents the
They-
body flopping. That's what it is.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's not really fully explained why the memory loss happened with the prototype sync machine. It's like they say that it's because he was forcibly disconnected from it. I don't really know why. The game never really goes into detail on that.
6 years ago,
It's
she
just
came
like
to
something
me and
went wrong.
explained
That's
the
kind
whole
of the
thing.
biggest explanation they give us.
Of course.
You know about the Cyclops serial killings?
I feel like a lot of mystery plots need to have some sort of amnesia in it to make it work.
The culprit is your son, Saito
They don't
Sejima.
have to.
But it's what
It's
it
a
does.
very
works.
technical thing.
But you already knew
It
that.
works because it allows your main character to not know things that they
What are you
probably
trying to
should.
say?
Yeah.
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
Thank you, boss.
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place.
Yikes, dude.
She was practically
You say
doing me
that.
a favor. So, of course,
He
I
says
said
that, but it
yes.
still blames
And
himself
in
for
doing
everything
so,
that went
I
wrong with
was
him.
able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
Not yet.
By the way,
Did you ever met
did you ever
number
meet
89?
Number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
So, since you never seen his face, so wouldn't recognize number 89 standing right here from his perspective.
Nope.
Actually, no one knows about the body swapping. Except,
Yeah.
pretty much
State
Date
secret.
boss. Yeah.
Well, I'll be seeing you, Sal.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, bye.
Okay,
bye. Enjoy being.
Oh, damn.
Enjoy looking behind your
I
back
left
for the rest
Iris
of your
waiting.
life.
She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
We should get back to her soon? Nah, we're gonna go someplace else. We're gonna go see.
I mean, she's in your car.
True.
So if I'm following correctly,
on a
this is us
date with
visiting
her.
locations from the past game. If I'm following along correctly.
No, these are all locations
Yeah.
that you visited throughout the rest of the game, not from the previous game.
Time to go see the would-be wife.
This is still the first game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Hi, honey.
Yeah, and you're part of that.
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see. But
Unless you
Uncle
mean to imply that
really
you didn't
wanted
even
to come
visit
here.
your daughter once in the hospital.
I said no such thing.
That's just cruel.
Come on, don't be shy.
Come
There are
on,
a lot
Hitomi,
of
don't
things
be
you wanna talk
Renju.
about, right?
Oh shit.
Come on, just do it.
Nah, don't be Shoko.
But I'm not
Don't
ready.
hate your
Or
daughter.
Shuka or Renju.
Yeah, at least she's better than either of them, but that's also not a high bar.
Uncle, you're so shy.
That's implying the bar's in hell, my friend.
I mean, am I really wrong?
Nostalgic.
Did I say you were?
Wait a minute. How would... Oh, because he had that conversation. But his memory's lost. He shouldn't remember the whole...
No, he got his memories back.
No, he regained his memories when he got back into his body.
Oh, okay. So that's the workaround since exception. Okay. If you're back in your
Not
body.
even that. I think more of what it is that because he was synced into, those memories were unblocked, basically.
Got it.
Listen, don't question how this game
Who
works.
cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
I came for the MILF and I will not regret it! Shoo! I'm kidding.
I hated to make out of context. No, stop.
Thank you.
I have no words.
Hey, guys. Date's already had a thing with Hitomi. It's fine. It's not
And with Boss, what's your point?
Small side note, Zeus said that, and the moment
Also,
he said
It's
that,
gonna be clipped
Loki
as hell.
fucking walked away from my chair.
Good cat.
Mr. Hudson, I'm grateful from the
That
bottom
fucking
of my
timing,
heart.
man. Ain't no way.
How things been?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed.
The other one said he's
Being
on
a
his way.
teacher hasn't. They were my best friends.
Now they're
We would
both
always go
dead.
to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that. We
Aha.
talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their
man,
idea
sounds so
that
nice.
I become a
I wish
teacher,
I saw it.
You know? They told me that teaching
Where's the
elementary
prequel
students
game?
was
Where's the Somnium Files, the prequel, where I could see Hitomi, Renju, and Monica about doing their daily lives?
We can
That,
actually
want
learn
that
about
game.
characters that are already dead.
that'll just turn to a
No,
Persona
I
game.
want to learn about. I want. I want the game where I can play as Hitomi with Renju and Monica.
Featuring Virgil
I don't
from the
know what
Devil
the
May Cry series.
I don't know what the mystery would be about, but I want that game. I would
The
pay
mystery would
for
be
I would pay
unraveling
all the
who
money for that
Falco is.
game.
Mm-hmm.
If
Oh
this
my
is
god,
about
could
my
you
own,
imagine
don't
playing
worry
as
about that.
Falco in that game and
You
what
tried to defend
Hitomi,
me.
Renju? Well, no,
I know
because
that.
because Monica would already be dead. Dang it!
Yep.
Never mind.
Man.
You're too
You hate to
nice,
see it.
Mom. I will never forgive you.
Oh.
You have to take responsibility.
You shot my mommy.
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right
God,
arm.
Iris,
Oh.
That's how he can make
you're
it up
so
to
annoying.
you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
Let's be a family again. Right, Dante? Right.
But what about Mizuki?
Where's that hot plate I bought?
Yeah, like what? Who's
On
Mizuki
the
again?
shelf.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be taking
gonna need
care
a
of her.
raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course, that's why it's fun.
But, I hate to break it to you, but Mizuki's parents are dead. So, she
Yeah?
decided
And Dante is right
Really?
here, flirting with another woman.
Dante's literally the only person left who can look after Mizuki.
I'm not saying to leave Mizuki behind, it's just, come on, you have another family right here. It's complicated.
I mean, you know, the easy solution is just make Iris and Mizuki step-siblings.
There you go.
Just everybody, just adopt each other at this point. We can have Falco or Date can marry Hitomi, and then Iris and Mizuki can become
Stepsisters. Yeah.
Stepsisters. That's what it would be, I guess.
Speaking of which,
Well, actually, Iris isn't even Hitomi's biological daughter anyway, so both Hitomi and Date would will have adopted 2 daughters from Hitomi's friends.
Don't worry about it.
You
Excuse
first.
me?
You might not remember, but 3 months ago, I called to ask you about Renju, and you told me about Sunfish Pocket. You really helped me out. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever.
Let's go to Atami.
You want to go to Tommy with me?
No.
Yes.
Why?
Well...
Well, see, I had this vision in a different universe that we went to Atami together.
Oh my god, why?
I want to rub them. I want to rub them so
To rub
bad.
him. Oh, I could rub
Give
them
him to me.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Oh! My shoulders! Oh my god, thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Ugh.
What did I miss?
Perfect timing.
Well,
Flirting.
Go ahead.
Filthy Frank show.
I love a
Stop.
shoulder rub.
Date
We're
being
doing the Ace Attorney thing, where we go meet all of the characters that we saw on our journey, except it's longer, because we have to go talk to them in person.
Well, at least Date got to touch the receptionist.
On her shoulders.
Yes.
Yay. Iris and Mizuki stared at me the whole time. Their ice gaze pierced my very soul.
You have a woman to go back to. How dare you?
How dare you? You have Boss and Hitomi. You know what? Let's make it a threesome. Why not?
Hold me.
Hold me! Hold me tight! Hold me
Jesus
tight!
Lord.
Oh, my good fellow. Feeling a bit worse for wear, are you?
Oh, that's right. You're here. I
Worry
forgot.
not. I shall embrace you.
Hi, how you
No,
doing?
not
buddy?
you.
I swear, like, she better come back in the next game. I was just impressed.
Oh, don't worry. You can't escape receptionist. She is everlasting.
I'm pretty sure she's a trading card.
The big. Stop it.
Which telling me his receptionist
He
is
is-
inevitable.
She is a fan favorite.
Yo.
Yo.
Okay, Thanos, now stop.
I'm pretty sure she has 2 big and compelling reasons.
You want to fight me?
Yes.
You will die, Date.
I wouldn't get workers' comp for that.
That's funny.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old man.
Shut up.
Nothing, huh?
Oh yeah. She didn't have that
Examine
Somnium.
her.
She looks mad. Understandably.
You've abandoned me this entire route, Date, to go hang out with Iris.
Yeah, that is a big sin.
I love those tapioca balls.
That's Boba.
Why would you say that about a sofa? Anyway,
Because it rhymes.
Confusing words.
why is Mizuki here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscape. This is
Is
my
something
company
wrong,
now.
officer?
Isn't it natural that I be here? That's what she
I
said.
own this place. I'm 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't at it.
Why?
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon.
Why does she own this
So
place?
what if I am?
Because her parents
Just
died
buy me a
and her
new
parents
junior
owned
high
it.
uniform.
And there was no
Why?
one else to take the company.
I want to go to a
Apparently,
I haven't wa-
it does
I
not
haven't
go
seen
back to
it.
the state or
Oh, no.
anything like that.
and a new iron.
I apparently, even though I haven't been
That's
here
what
as
she
much as
said.
you guys have, I realized that, and it's not hard to put two and two together. Yo, come on.
So Iris is now an empath, just speaking Mizuki's mind so well.
Mizuki's talking to Iris.
Uncle wants to know how you've been lately. You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know. Because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility.
Because
That's
we rarely
what
talk.
she said.
Gee, I wonder why not. Stop.
Can you cut this out already? What happened?
Breakfast this morning.
What?
I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah?
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Dante...
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well. Burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Who eats eggs like this? What?
Why don't
We are dealing with an individual here. No.
And a razor would taste better than what you served.
Yikes.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean. You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. Unlike her hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
What?
What?
What was that?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
Don't worry about it.
Parallel universes.
If
To
Dante
answer that,
keeps his
we need
promise,
to
I
talk
will.
about parallel universes.
Pretty much a Yuchikochi staple at this point. It's even talked about in this game.
Promise?
Yeah.
The ramen? You said you would take me.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet.
It's been 3 months. Damn it.
Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
Parents of the year!
Promise.
Yeah.
With all the stupid shit that this game does,
Good.
this
I'm
game
glad you two
really
are being
cannot
civil
decide
again.
whether or not the
Anyway.
memories of different
We head out,
timelines are
Iris?
actually going to stick.
All
No,
right,
it's
Mizuki.
just.
I think the reason they just gloss over it is because they're just like, you know, Zero Escape, right? Good. We don't need to explain this further.
Yep. 4 more scenes to go.
Which is honestly went against the game for people who have not played the Zero Escape series and don't
Yeah,
understand
I
what the
had
heck
no
is
idea
happening.
what any of it was about, and I just thought it was, hey, look, it's a funny meta way to say you got all the endings.
So happy for you, Tessa.
Except for the fact that you
Thanks to
have
you,
to get all the endings.
If you didn't help me back then.
No,
Obtain
really.
all
I
other
didn't do
endings, smiley
much.
face.
I just risked my life to save you.
Uh-huh.
It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
Ota is still Ota.
Still Ota.
For better and mostly
Hi,
for
Mermaid.
worse.
Hi, Mermaid character. I'm sure we'll
Hello,
never see
nameless
you
mermaid.
again.
Hi, mermaid. About my face.
Hello.
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this
Yeah,
face
totally.
more than the other one.
Uh-huh.
You're good at your
I'm
job.
glad you'll never meet me with
Oh,
my
you
other
got
face
that?
ever again.
Don't worry about it. There's no
Which is
foreshadowing
fucking
going on at all.
stupid.
I need some foreshadowing in my
You
life.
didn't know? I made lots of friends working here part-time.
Nirvana Initiative, why?
Sup, girl?
Sup?
Girl?
Shush.
Not part of this,
Excuse me?
Oda.
Ota, you can't just say that.
Yes,
Not in the
I do
click.
play the Amoguses. That is a sussus.
Wasn't this guy here 3 months ago too? Really?
It's fine. We don't want to model more, or we can't afford to model characters out of this scene or model new ones in.
Look at the
Just
kitchen
don't worry
one
about
more
it.
time. One more time.
Oh yeah, look at the kitchen window or door. Yeah.
A doorway
We
to
need
the
see
kitchen.
Roran Gamzee.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
the
mess-
window. The window on her right. Look at the window on her right.
Oh,
On her right.
this.
No. Not that window.
No,
the kitchen
the
window.
window behind the counter.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
You can see the kitchen back there. Oh.
Oh my God.
yeah,
Gordon
forgot.
Ramsay. Humility.
Yeah, I forgot that Gordon Ramsay owns his restaurant.
Looks like
Gordon
a lifesaver,
Gamsey.
right? But it's actually a particle accelerator coated in white chocolate.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
What?
Is it true? Dante, please. It's just a lifesaver.
I don't understand this game. This game is just like, you know this thing, it's in the environment? It's actually this other thing.
It's actually extremely secretive and interesting. Look at it, it's so interesting, isn't it?
How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night. I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, don't say
But
that.
also,
know
where did your
about
character
that.
arc? How did you inherit your
Really,
character
though?
arc from the other
Gotta be,
timeline?
like, in the top 3 in
Yeah,
Tokyo
that is
alone.
a very good question.
I thought of kicking his ass, but I don't think it would take.
Again, this game just doesn't want to decide whether or not it wants to hit the changes
Thread,
to make the changes.
silhouette, ASAT.
It's
Fears.
so.
Upset, regret, ASAT.
Water.
Wet, sweat, ASAT.
Why do you remember that?
Yeah.
You bet.
Shut up.
Why do you remember that?
Uncle. I'm so happy.
Why?
I said most of it.
No one cares, Ota. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's Ota. Nobody cares.
I'm actually exhausted right
And
now.
if you do, you're wrong.
But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Actually, it just
You
feels
left
like
eye.
more of an acknowledgement at this point.
it's fake.
It's just so confusing.
And it doesn't talk.
I was dead.
I see. So, Aiba? What a tragedy.
I know, right? One of the best characters, just dead.
Oh, what a tragedy. Let me eat some more of this omelet rice.
Oh no, Whiplash!
Yeah.
Give Noah a run for its money.
Tragedy?
This game does not know
Yeah.
what tone is.
She was so cute. What a waste.
That's why.
I guess
She
that's
were
another
real,
one of my biggest
I would
criticisms
marry her.
about the AI, the Somnium files. It's
You
like,
would not survive the attempt.
it just cannot figure out its fucking
do you
tone.
mean?
Ota, what are you saying? In front of Iris?
Oh,
How dare you? You're dating Iris, apparently.
Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
Uh-huh.
It's fine, I don't care.
Thank goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
No,
That-
she doesn't care about you.
That's called being passive aggressive.
Well, Ota.
Hey, bye, Ota.
Aw, you're going already?
Yes.
We came to say hi, we
See
said
you
hi,
anytime I
now we're
want,
saying bye.
right?
Goodbye.
Can I interest you to diner?
You'll come?
Yeah. I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
Awesome. Stop by any time. I'll be waiting.
I mean, I could make worse friends than Ota, maybe.
And
You could make friends with Saito.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's not a high bar to
you make friends
problem.
with Moma.
no. No.
Yeah, Momo is probably worse, honestly.
No. No.
Yeah.
We all know that
Tessa,
the worst
your
one is
surgery
fucking
went
called
well,
Joel.
didn't it? Ota told me
Oh, it's
all
the nurse
about
again.
it. I'm so happy for you.
I love how I
Thank
love
you.
how Zeus doesn't even fucking try to defend it. He's just
Who is
an-
this?
I'm just rolling.
This is a small area where I am not allowed to comment in.
I'm close friends with
I mean,
Ota.
I'm right here.
He knows that I'm his worst friend.
I am not allowed to comment on this one.
Boy.
This man knows, and I hate it.
I'm not allowed to comment. because
I
I'm
am.
probably
It's my stream.
She's so cute and fashionable.
Fucking comment.
She's such a nice lady.
Say something, Shakes me. Say
even worse,
something.
I guess, because I would trade any of you for money.
Oh,
You motherfucker.
goddamn, we have a price tag.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
$5. It'll make quota.
Big sister, right?
Or maybe
Oh,
mother-in-law.
we're talking about the lethal
You might
company.
be calling me that one day.
No,
I'll be-
I'm talking in general. I'm hoping your
I
corpse will
don't
at least
think
fetch
so.
$5.
Iris is like, I'm
And the
not
company on stream would actually go hard though.
Truly.
I'm not touching Ota.
Hey, that's
Good on
my
you.
big sister.
Apparently that's her sister. She's a model.
Huh.
Thanks for telling us. Your
Hey, so, like, did you know that a lethal company has an arachnophobia
yes.
mode that replaces the spiders
Have we
with
met?
the literal word spider?
wow.
Or you see a poke around the corner, it's on the full word, and
I
you
came
just
to
die
deliver Mayumi's
laughing.
medication. The
Hitter.
pharmacist sent me.
Spider.
Piter.
Hitter.
You seem happy.
I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses.
What?
I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines. I used to have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too.
I wonder
I'm really
why.
happy about that.
That's wonderful, sweetie.
What's your name? Why are we flirting?
Hanayo Nasu. It will
So,
be
like,
Hanayo
is
Yugano
Mayumi
next
going to
month.
die from her degenerative disorder?
Yes.
Who? What?
It's so wonderful.
Is Mayumi going
Thank
to
you.
die from her degenerative disorder, or is it like dementia?
It's
It's
dementia.
dementia.
She's gonna.
Dementia.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what they say about these?
Oh no.
If you imitate a cat to a lucky
So,
cat statue, it'll grant
That
you happiness.
doesn't answer my
Is
question.
that right?
Is she going to
Yep,
die
no
from
doubt
it?
about
or-
it.
She's gonna
It
die of
worked
old
for
age
me.
before she dies from dementia. Dementia is
Yeah,
not
like-
a lethal disease.
Yeah, it'll just make life quite hell for her though.
Well, more so for everyone around her because
Yeah. She's
it's
oblivious.
like living in a permanent illusion.
It's doing great
Man,
thanks
man,
to you.
I'm just reminded of the
The
fucking
lunch rush
controversy
is
with the
always crazy.
completionist.
My husband
Such a shame
and I
that it
are
happened.
working hard. We never get
What does
any
that have to
time
do with what we were
rest.
just talking about?
Because the fucking charity that that he was running was for dementia patients.
Okay.
Oh. She's gonna stay like that.
She's still gonna have dementia, and she's totally gonna show up more.
Totally. Her voice actress didn't die or anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Yep. Remembers everything.
She remembers Iris, but apparently she doesn't remember that she hates Iris.
Good, I guess.
I visited her in the hospital. Ota brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
No, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't
Before what?
remind me. I was so awful to you. But now I'm a huge fan.
Oh.
Thank you.
Is it only because she's that and Inota's like
That boy is
quote
a
unquote the
handful of
girlfriend?
trouble, I tell you.
I suppose so, even though Iris doesn't seem remotely interested in Ota
I
that.
think it's also partially
don't know.
dementia.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that would be the reason, yeah.
Looking brave when the time
We're
calls
going
for
to
it.
just attribute every single bit of abnormal behavior to fucking dementia. Okay.
Oh, you're praising my boy. Maybe I should give
Listen,
you a meal
I
in the
don't
house.
know why the game just decides to have Mayumi like Iris.
Well, let's get going.
I'm sure if you asked the writer, they would say it's the dementia. If you ask
Thank
me, it's
you for
because
helping my
if you
son.
ask me, it's
He's
because they
friends
just want the
like
happy
you.
ending.
Yeah.
They
Dementia-
want all the characters to be happy.
I
Not gonna
cannot,
happen
believe,
ending, though.
I cannot believe that someone is using a dementia as a fucking plot contrivance. I seriously cannot.
Have you seen people who want to defend the works that they love to the death?
Yep.
They will use
tell
literally
you something.
anything to say that
God
something passes as good
exists.
writing.
Yo.
MoMA? What the heck?
Bro, you should have seen what happened when the sequel trilogy was coming out for Star Wars. Everyone was now defending the prequel trilogy because, oh, they had original ideas. Who the fuck says that shit anymore, man?
I mean, it's true though.
It's not wrong. It's
You know,
that is
had
your reasoning.
never gonna get good writing and a consistent vision.
Yeah,
The prequel trilogy is at least superior because it tried to tell its own original story.
It's
not rehash.
Had a story
Not
to tell.
rehash and ruin things like the sequel trilogy did. The prequel trilogy just ruined things.
Can
At
we
least
not-
it was original about ruining it?
Can we?
But isn't every story supposed to be original? Like that's something that happens
There
by
is-
default.
Originality is paradox.
I know there are two good things that the prequel trilogy did. It gave us peak in the form of Star Wars Clone Wars 2003, and Episode 3 is a really funny movie. I'm sorry.
No. They gave us the
Names
fucking
are low and save it.
What have I done?
Hey guys,
They gave us the Racer video game.
Guys,
Guys.
Zeus wants to say something.
yeah, it's like, can we not have this debate about the trilogies again? Thanks.
I'm sorry. I was only
We're playing the Somnium Files, not any of the Star Wars games.
Thank you, because
I
I know he that can get. That's what I'm trying to nip it in the bud.
I only brought it up as a point of, dog, have you seen how bad some people get?
Yep.
I only brought it up as to service that point, not to start this debate again. Please understand.
Lost a lot of weight, okay?
Oh, shit,
You
set up.
look like you're dying.
I'm not.
You really should see a doctor.
Oh, Tessa. Believe it or not, I am a doctor.
No way.
Seriously?
We should.
He doesn't look like it, but he really is a doctor.
I will love to watch him die.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway,
Die in
this
what?
guy's a doctor apparently.
They come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
So,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why I had that thought into my mind.
So I guess that means he's the one who actually
Why
made
would I tell
Iris's
you?
birth certificate.
Oh wow, you're right.
I want to know too.
I'll tell you. My name is Yogano.
He lost all that weight because of a girl. Boss? Yeah, some nurse at Central. Nasu, I think.
Really?
Oh.
Huh. Never would have thought.
Well, I guess those two are getting married now.
Yeah, it's like what?
Yep, and there's an achievement for finding out.
Man, what a
Good. I'm so glad we got the conclusion to that storyline.
Mr.
man.
Kumakura?
I
think he's really nice.
That storyline totally existed the entire time.
Of course I am.
These two characters that showed up once in their respective
won't give
routes.
it
Yep.
Uncle, let's make our
They're
date
supposed
exciting
to be
until
like-
the end, okay? We wouldn't want to get too tangled up together.
You're right, we wouldn't.
Wait a minute. Date?
I was gonna
right.
say Pate.
And then we have this guy.
Do I look alright?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard you got plastic surgery. You look better than before. It suits you.
I'm not
And
sure.
he's not gonna renege at all.
The fat one. Thank you.
That one.
All right, back to Momo. How's your injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
In the
That
stomach.
was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good.
Then why did you never show up in the whole fight again?
Why were you limping when Naoto went to go get you?
You barely could walk.
Let me put this into perspective, Momo. You had to be carried out of there by
Don't
Ota.
talk to me about that guy anymore.
Of all people, Ota.
I know he was a murderer. A real piece of shit. But we were brothers.
You're
I
wrong,
can't be
fucking
mad at him, no
Yakuza
matter how much he
family.
deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either, you know?
You're right.
I'm pretty sure the Yakuza
So I
killed
figured,
people.
fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
Forget about it. The
Yeah,
mom
but they're
mentality.
supposed to be like trying to like clean up. That's the whole
Trying
thing.
to live by the
It's
streets.
not
Man,
Yakuza
what
anymore.
fucking
It's the
bullshit.
Kumakura like a dragon group.
Compress. Process. Tessa.
Crime.
Redress, transgress, Tessa.
The net idol superstar!
Tessa.
Stay set, you bet.
Wow, that's really cool.
Oh no, the whole mafia's in it on it now.
What did you do to these guys?
Just a little propaganda.
Of course.
Sun up to sundown. I made them watch your videos, Tessa. They got addicted.
Tessa, I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
The simping never stops.
It's fine. It's just a handshake.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Finally, I get to touch a real woman.
The first one since my mother.
So soft.
Wow. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
He fainted.
I think he might be more horny than Date if he fainted after just touching a woman.
He's even twitching on the ground. This is bad. Call the doctor.
Oh my god, dude. I think he might have chronic horniness.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Moma.
Yeah, I think we need to leave.
He has the chronic
Date, wait.
Uchikoshi disease.
Before you go, I have one favor to ask.
No.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is hard for me to get out, but
Oh no.
Yeah, spare me. You
Please.
Want to see Iris's panties, right?
Panties?
Oh my god.
I never asked for something like that.
Who do you think I am, you perv?
Then what do you want?
Puff puff.
Huh?
I'm sorry?
I want
We don't
Tessa
have slime,
to
Moma.
puff puff me.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there.
I need an adult.
Just.
You are an adult.
Are you kidding me?
Dante, please. This animation. Why? The subtleties does
You know
not.
what? Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
This is a character that people say got ruined in the sequel,
right.
by the way.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, he was always this creepy.
Like this?
Hey guys, I'm being called to do something, so I'm
Alright.
gonna
Yeah,
Hey, take care.
Alright,
Yeah,
see
I'll
ya.
catch up on
Open your
the
eyes,
replay another
okay?
time.
Promise.
Later.
Yep.
You ready?
Yes.
This is the only time
Okay,
that I think the
let's
joke
do it.
actually works, though.
3, 2, 1.
This is the only time I feel like the joke somewhat
I never
works.
felt so alive.
Yes, I agree.
Shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment.
Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
Just be glad
Don't
that it's not
worry about
you.
it. Don't
This is
worry about it,
amazing.
Iris.
I am living.
I just love how she
You
just
are
takes.
living a very shallow life, Momo.
I just like that she just takes every like horny advance in stride. It's like,
She's an idol. She's used to this.
yep.
Yeah, you know that, the death threats, the constant harassment, you know. Take the good with the bad.
And now for Mama.
Dante, honey.
Mama.
Who is this?
I mean,
Alright,
I
introduced
am
her
a
before?
game journalist. I literally have nothing but
Iris
people
Sagan.
hating me.
Nice to meet you. I'm a net idol from London
I'm pretty sure people hate me for just
A
existing.
virgin.
Get used to it.
I'm
I am
just
very
saying,
used to
sweetie.
it.
You look like you don't know a lot of men.
Don't say that in front of her.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy
Oh,
godmother.
Sorry,
honey.
I'm sorry that I run a
Because I
very
associate
thankless
with
job,
fairies
Zeus.
and am an older, motherly
You're sorry about what?
I'm sorry that I run a very thankless job.
You don't have to apologize for me, but I know you do good work, so keep it up.
Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
Me.
You are.
You said it, Mama. Don't blame me.
You.
Why
You're
is
so's bodyguard.
bodyguard here?
Who are you?
Oh, right. You wouldn't recognize me.
Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
You quit?
Yeah. That guy fucking... Sucks.
Uh-huh.
I punched him in the face and quit.
Wow, dude.
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
He's not just drunk, he's hammered.
Mama! Tits!
Tits!
Whoops.
Oh, wait.
Tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky. Don't you think you've had enough? No.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
I'm not just
Fine. One more round, okay? Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
That's what Fluttershy sounds like when drunk. Yay!
Just a lot less guttural.
Let me introduce you to Mama's little brother.
And the more
That's the fridge!
more Fritz jokes.
How many times are we gonna make this joke?
I don't know.
Hey, Iris, I've been wondering. What's with your headband?
I know, right?
Oh, this? It kept my brain tumor from spreading.
Oh.
I don't need it anymore, but
Oh, thank you.
I feel naked without it, you know?
I've been wearing it for apparently
whole
only
game.
9 months.
So that was
So
an
now I feel naked without it.
so that was an actual thing, a medical thing. I just thought that she just put it because she's an idol. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think
Uncle, that word on the chalkboard? Salsicha? What is that?
It's what Italians say when they find a seat for their friend Sal.
No.
It's sausage.
Do you like bananas?
Can we not? Thank you.
Please.
what is happening?
The only person who is using the soundboard, can we not use that?
Thank you. Please. We're already loud enough on stream. I don't need extra soundboard stuff. Thank you.
We're just making the
As you can
jokes of
see, I'm a
the
little tight,
MLP
honey.
No,
jokes that
you
people say.
are the one pressing the buttons that nobody wants to
We're
press.
the only one
I'm
pressing the
just
soundboard.
making the MLP jokes that I wish I could have made
Do you
during
even
the
know what
entire
she's referring
fucking
to?
stream.
You had all stream, okay? You have only yourself to blame if you wanted to make other jokes.
You had the entire rest of the game.
More about the
This-
bonito.
It's not bonito.
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me.
Uh.
I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
Jesus.
You're
All
joking, right?
Am
Mama was the new Cyclops killer all along.
That's... Mama, please. Don't do this.
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko.
Hey,
And
Why
then
did-
number
why didn't
89
they go
busted out of
public
jail
with-
and killed Ren.
Body swapping needs to stay a national secret,
And
otherwise
then
it's going to
he
be
goes
used as a
and
weapon
commits
for war and
suicide
that
by
kind of thing.
blowing up his own head.
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can just say that
That's what all the
Saito
news
did it.
reports have been saying.
No.
I
No,
know
you
there's more
can't.
to it than that, but
Yeah, what about you? So, what do they say about Saito? He's just missing? That's it?
They say
Maybe
he's
that
on a
affected
trip
him.
around the world.
Got it.
And paid everything on. Say that he committed suicide. So is nobody going to question that he's a lookalike?
I guess not.
Like, he looks exactly like the number 89 that committed
He's a
suicide.
lookalike for a
honey, I
prisoner
don't
that
wanna hear
nobody
it.
knows the name of. So who's going to
if
ask?
I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions.
Also, how many people actually
There are
know
a
what
lot of
number
things that
89 looks
don't
like?
quite add up.
Yeah,
Date's
even-
face
that
for
too.
one thing.
There's a lot of questions that
Looking
only
exactly
like
like
5
number
people would ever
89.
ask. And those people already know anyway.
They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your
Yeah,
face
this is
turned out
totally
like
what
that by chance.
Wow, Mama. You're just gonna believe... Sure, that's fine. Believe it. Coincidence that...
That's what happened, right?
Yes.
Tell me it is. If it's anything more
Pretty
complicated
much.
than that, I will lose my mind.
Then yeah.
Have you heard of Uchikoshi?
What kind of food
We
is
should have
that?
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Don't worry, I'll
By
be
the
back
way,
as long as you have
guess who the
information for me.
producer for Ace
enough
is?
work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
It's not
In
covered
both
for
the
us, I know
games
that.
and in the ARG, it's Kotaro Uchikoshi.
Oh boy.
We've been over this.
Yeah, and
What? Last scene. Here we go. We're just going
Shit.
back.
Bullshit.
Wow.
same car.
He never inserted himself into the Zero Escape games, did he?
Don't
No.
think so. No.
I don't know.
Iris, why did you want to come here?
Uchikoshi was
Haven't
never
you seen everyone you
self-inserted
wanted
into
to
the
already?
AI games, or into the... Yeah, no, he wasn't inserted into the games, or into the Zero Escape series.
Thank you for today.
As
It was
himself.
a lot of fun.
It's
The only
date
time that
finally
happened
over.
was with promotional material on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
Thank you.
Cyrus is producer
Not
in the
just
game
for
too.
today, but for everything. 6 years
She
ago,
just doesn't talk
you
about
helped me
him
and
as
my
much.
mom, and I'm so grateful for that.
You mean it all?
Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
Because it's completely
You want me
superfluous
to close
information.
my eyes?
Yeah, please.
Wait. You want me to close my eyes?
Yes.
Do you?
And just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh man. Oh no.
Date. Put those thoughts away right now.
I'm happening. This is how I'm
All
gonna
right.
die.
I'm gonna faint just like that other guy did.
Okay, open them!
What?
Huh? No way.
Huh? What?
Yeah, she wasn't deleted after all, don't ask.
I
Oh
don't know
my
what.
god, I was
What?
back.
I'm gonna
Who
cry.
would have seen that coming?
Don't ask questions.
I want an explanation.
It's been a
Peter
long
said
time.
lol oopsie and
Been on my
hit
deathbed.
Control Z.
Bullshit.
At a time like this,
What?
That's the best explanation you're getting.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm actually.
Are you serious?
I'm
There's.
And I'm serious, that's the best explanation you're getting. Peter hit Control Z.
You.
Are you
You are-
Are you fucking kidding me?
That is.
That's the best explanation I can give you.
Who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
You know, I'm surprised Aiba didn't really scold me or made fun of me for crying.
Just why are you here? And following Zeus just.
To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence. Think carefully.
Think, huh? Another question.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
So, boss helped.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Oh.
Yes. Pewter embedded me in your eye socket.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I'm wearing an earpiece. I can hear Iba too.
Huh?
I knew
Oh.
the whole time.
Re-
Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba.
Oh.
To be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but it's not over yet.
You idiot.
You idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
You knew I had to.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Why?
Your favorite number? I see.
What is it?
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
And the first?
A.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
No way. Come on. That's adorable.
I see.
Does that joke work in Japanese or that revelation? I guess.
I'm sure it does to some
Allow me
extent.
to explain.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it works.
I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago.
Okay, we knew that.
Including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years.
What in the actual fuck is this explanation?
I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness.
That is the most bullshit explanation I've ever heard in my life.
Well, who is the author of Wadjet? They must have some sort of failsafe just in case. Would you want your...
Wadjet was made by some American tech conglomerate.
So, I believe it.
It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life.
It was too advanced for it to die like that.
That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me.
But I'm pretty sure that Peter would have accounted for that.
I guess it depends on exactly how much of the Wadjet system he has access to.
Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Either way, this reeks of we want our happy ending no matter how we go about it.
Yeah, I know. Like, regardless, it still is like, yeah, Uchikoshi just wanted the happy ending.
I thought he was... I thought he was allergic to happy endings.
No, have you not seen 999?
Uchikoshi... Listen, Uchikoshi has never had a main game end where any of the characters, wherever any of the main characters are dead in the true ending. Like, literally. Look back at all of the main game. Look back at all the true endings of any game. Not a single character is dead in any true ending. 999, all of the characters save the 9th man, and the other 2 are dead. So all of the 8 main characters you talk to throughout the game live. In Virtue's Last Reward, all of the characters live. Zero Time Dilemma, all of the characters live. In this game, all of the characters, save for Shoko and Renju and Rohan, live.
Aside from the ones that are pertinent to the murder mystery itself, are alive.
Got it.
Uchikoshi is allergic to any of his main characters dying by the end of the game.
Has risen from the dead.
I think it gets so bad that to a point where in Nirvana Initiative there is no everyone.
No,
So
get ready for it. This is your reward for finishing the game.
I want to cry.
I am being tortured. I am going to be tortured
again with this. How many times have you seen it now?
This will be like the 5th time.
Oh my god.
At least it's not as bad as it could have been. You actually got off the Iris route, so you didn't have to see this 2 hours ago.
Video crash.
I mean, this will be worth it if I just see Dante dance, okay? That's it. Just make this... Make it worth it. Not...
This video game ends, folks.
Or Iba dancing with her.
Since this is the way the video game ends, I'm just going to say it. Holy shit! I just don't know how to feel about this video game. Like,
oh, there we go.
I am a fan of Uchikoshi, and I have been fan since the first Zero Escape. But man, the fact that 999 is my first Uchikoshi game really affects my vision. Like, ever since VLR, I just haven't seen a single fucking game that replicates the feelings that I had with 999. And
so I'm curious.
The fact that I just cannot fucking see it happening is really starting to upset me.
Actually, I do want to... Oh my god. You know, everyone's dancing. You know what? Screw it. I kind of enjoy this. It's not just Iris. Aww. Boss!
Okay, so what were you gonna say about this stuff?
The best part here. Hitomi, your arm's working.
How did that happen?
Miracles.
How did you do that, Hitomi? Who did you pay? Was it so?
And now everyone's here.
Everyone is here.
Even the bodyguard. Oh my gosh.
even Kanaisa's here.
Hey, the receptionist.
And the nurse. And the taxi driver.
Yep, everybody.
And the Yakuza, and that random mermaid that we never will know the name of, ever.
Oh, there he goes!
Absolutely not.
Dante!
Although without me, he's ineffective.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
I'm home.
Welcome back.
I blame Mizuki for that line actually eliciting an emotional response out of me.
Final thoughts about AI?
Well, hopefully the chat can hear me over the music here. But, if I'm kind of conflicted about this game. Like, it's very enjoyable. It made me laugh so many times, more than the trilogy of Zero Escape. But, you know, I'm with you that there's nothing that's going to top 99 so far with how it's paced. Made me care about the characters. But I like how this wasn't just a retread of other plots or settings or gameplay. That Uchikoshi can write, you know, different, similar things, but also different things, and
my problem.
I had a good time.
My problem, Zeus, is that this game cannot figure out its fucking tone.
You're right. It's
Like-
tonal whiplash all over the place. Like, come on, you have a tense action scene in Porno Mag multiple times. Hilarious, but why? And
What I'm really looking forward to is seeing on which side you fall on for Nirvana Initiative.
Okay.
Do you think it's a massive improvement over Somnium Files, or do you think it absolutely ruins the first game?
We'll find out.
Those are the two extremes. Those are the two extremes that exist, and you must pick one.
I
You're
will
not
say
allowed to be in the middle.
just objectively, the gameplay mechanics are much improved in Nirvana Initiative. at the very least.
Listen.
Story
again,
is another thing entirely.
Again, my issues with AI, the Somnium Files, are just the tonal whiplash, the fucking fact that it uses so many contrivances to explain its plot points. Like, I don't know, I just don't feel it. Like,
dance.
Yeah, you get to see that dance whenever you want, all one times.
Like, I just don't feel this video game as much as the critical acclaim does. Like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna call the game overrated, but I can certainly see why a lot of people love it, and I did enjoy it. Like, there was a lot of times in this game where
I enjoyed it. I never said that I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying that, you know, it's not.
If we were going to make a tier list of Uchikoshi games, where would you put this?
Whew. I
will put this above BLR, but below Zero Time Dilemma.
You know what? I'm actually inclined to agree. I feel like this game, Zero Time Dilemma, kind of started and ended pretty well, and even though with the confusing final route, but there was something about ZTD, even with the jank animations, and lack of the effort it took just to navigate through the game's plot. I don't know. Like, I feel like I was more tense and involved in that game than this game.
Zero Time Dilemma had better character moments.
Agreed.
And it also had really interesting plot threads. And, you know, okay, fine. The game had a fucking shoestring budget. Okay, whatever. It still managed to deliver those character moments and such.
Like, yeah, like, if 99 was 9 out of 10, I would put ZTD like 7.5, and then this game like a 7 out of 10, in my opinion. So it's like a half point better, but simply because it told a more concise story. Even if, I know it's weird of me to say because it has some of the most confusing plot elements of the Uchikoshi games, but again, just I was used to those characters. I was more invested with them. Whereas in this game, there was characters I hated, characters I loved, characters that didn't really get enough time, and the fact that 12 hours of this game is dedicated to the Iris route, or I don't know how long, but that's way too much time.
About 8 hours.
That's way too much time.
Which is 7 hours too many.
Yeah, like I feel like they could get into the story. down.
It's a ton of time devoted to stuff that never doesn't really matter in the long run.
No, it's
That's
wasn't even that
another
funny.
one of my that's another one of my issues. Like one of the routes is almost completely fucking irrelevant, and it's only just made for pure fan service. And dude, it's I don't think even fucking DLR falls under this issue because every
No,
path
VLR
matters.
does.
VLR does, but it's the whole game.
Yeah. But why couldn't we have more Mizuki more in the Iris route? That could help balance it out and make things more, believable and not just segment that. I mean,
I'm pretty sure the whole point is that they want you to really connect with Iris because Date is supposed to be Iris's like surrogate father figure, but like
but he's
you
more of
know,
a father to Mizuki. And
you're
Iris.
not supposed to like you're not supposed to be aware of that like when you're hanging out with her so it doesn't it's the same reason for anyone who's played BioShock Infinite. It's the same reason that the relationship between Booker and Elizabeth in that game is equally as like bizarre because obviously the game wants you to associate the two with each other
Mm-hmm.
and like their close knit relationship, but you don't know that they're supposed to be father and daughter while you're playing the game. So like it's this thing where it's like, look, aren't the father and daughter isn't the father daughter relationship, so adorable? It's like maybe it would be if either of them knew that they're father and daughter, and if we knew they were father and daughter, but none of us know this. So I don't know why you're trying to build up this relationship like this when none of the people involved, player included, know what you're actually trying to do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But
And
yeah, like
I just feel like the inconsistency of the characters in this game made me rank lower than ZTD. But it's certainly easier to understand and follow than ZTD was. Like I can get behind the body swapping. Everything about ZTD's final plot revelation was like, whoa, way out there in a supernatural sense. Just taking what VLR did and kind of amplifying it a bit more. But anyway,
for me, I may as well state my point on this. I will say before I say anything about what I feel about the game, I'm going to be biased towards its favor because this is my first Uchikoshi game.
Gotcha.
And because of that, I'm going to hold it in a bit higher standard than most other games, to the point where, for me personally, it is my third favorite Uchikoshi game of all of them, with Nirvana Initiative above it and 999 just being at the top because it's 999.
Fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, I do want to comment quickly on the gameplay, then we'll move on to what Legon has as far as the art. So the gameplay, I really like the Somnium system. I think it's a really cool idea to explore dreams that way, and also to put in all the Easter eggs and hints. Like when you enter Iris Somnium for the first time, if you could piece things together by that point, you could probably guess, hey, maybe that really isn't Iris's memories. It might be someone else. And if that's the case, and then you start thinking. So I love this idea a lot. I like all the silliness you can have with it, even though with a ton of whiplash, but it had its moments where I teared up.
In the Somnium, at the very least, most of the time, it's when you're choosing to have that tonal whiplash. When it's happening in the actual character scenes, that's a different story entirely.
And besides, besides the puzzle aspect of it, with how abstract it is,
I like it.
Is one of its most attractive aspects.
I hope we see more of it in the next game.
It does sort of have a double-edged sword. Like the fact that essentially anything can happen in the dream is, fun and wacky, and it's
can happen,
like, entertaining.
When you're trying to figure out what to do next, it's very confusing.
It's also like, okay, but what do I do next though? Because there's very limited logic to it. It's sort of just you kind of just have to throw darts at a board and see what sticks.
Yeah, it's a little bit nonsensical with some of the solutions, but some of them did make a lot of sense, so I wasn't too frustrated.
It's
one of the things that I think they improved greatly for Nirvana Initiative. The dreams in that game are much more puzzle based. I will say it makes more they make more logical sense. Not in the sense that they lose that sort of wacky feeling, but in the sense that you kind of understand what it is you need to do and how to do it. They sort of make it more like an escape room.
They're more internally consistent, in other words.
All right. Well,
yeah. Also, they also created a hint system. So.
Yeah, that's just another thing entirely. It's just like, hey, are you lost? Look at the help menu. Look at the instruction manual.
All right, cool. So that said, Legon, do your images up before we wrap this up and start a little bit of the next game?
At the moment, I'm just in the middle of something else at the moment, so it'll take me a little bit to get that ready. But
Okay.
basically,
Okay.
I just want to talk about how I
Okay,
feel.
Yep.
You want to start Nirvana Initiative then?
Yeah, just like the opening little bit of it, not like a
let
full...
me just make
I would say I think we can. I think if we can. I don't know how late you want to go, but there is an opening movie that plays. It's after you finish like the opening section. I think if we can get to that point, that would be a good stopping point.
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, so before that, let me just add my thought because Zeus didn't let me complete it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I see a lot of people saying that this is that like when I did my research about AI, I saw that a lot of people tended to say that this was one of the best, if not the best, fucking Uchikoshi game.
Uh-huh.
And I've seen the rave reviews that this game got over on various media outlets. And like I said before, I just don't understand what people see in this game that the other games did not provide or supposedly did not provide. Like,
If I had to guess, like if I'm just taking a shot in the dark here, I would say the better graphics contribute to it.
Yeah, the visual presentation with AI is atop every other
Yes,
Uchikoshi game.
it's the best
except
game.
999, but there's not really any
the-
way to compete with 2D hand-drawn art.
I mean, I actually prefer the 2D hand-drawn art, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 3D
The
and
voice
2D are very conflicting.
The complete like full voice acting for this game as well.
Yep. That helps.
And I think another thing is the fact that the endings themselves are a lot more like concise. Like there's only 5 endings. Like 999, there's only 5 endings. But in this one, not only are they all required, but they're all like very different from each other. So I think that might be another thing that contributes to people saying that this is the best Uchikoshi game.
And the routes
It's
themselves are
just-
also relatively
Yeah,
different.
I
I
can-
do have
Yeah,
I have
and I
the
do also think
album
that
art up,
if you
by the way.
All right, let me swap.
if you take these routes individually by themselves and separate them from the game that they're a part of, I do think some of these routes are like the best written like things that Uchikoshi has actually like put out there. Like
Yeah, when the routes themselves are separated, they are really good. Trying to tie them all together is a different story.
Yeah, that's the part where it gets a little bit. But the Ota Mizuki routes, I think those 2 routes alone, honestly, I would say that they match, if not top, some of the things in 999.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, the Mizuki route is the only one that's made me tear up in this whole game, and even then, nothing in 999 made me tear up.
Oh,
like
yeah, like
fair.
I was
nothing
bawling.
in
I
any
was
of the Zero's games put me to that emotional point.
I was bawling with the Ota route, again, like for personal reasons, but also just like I love the Ota route so much.
Speak for yourself. I cried like a bitch when I saw Junpei propose to.
Look at that design.
When I saw Junpei propose to.
Yeah, this is a very interesting early design for Date.
I kind of like the vest on the right. Not really sure about the weird eyepiece. I think that's a little too mysterious.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure where that came from.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. And also
There's
art
the
for the
Evolver.
gun.
I have an app and a wine glass.
I will say.
I'm honestly. Yeah.
I will say that the Evolver is my favorite weapon.
It's cool, yeah.
It is cool. Although I feel like it kind of loses its edge as a sci-fi gun when really the only like thing about it is that it can shoot different kinds of bullets and none of them are like sci-fi themselves. Like we have a grappling hook, we have like a grenade, and then that's kind of it. Like a grappling hook and grenade, or mini grenade, I guess I should say.
Grappling hook, mini grenade, a marble.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
the bullets that we see in Nirvana Initiative are much better in terms of getting across the idea that it's a sci-fi weapon.
Yeah.
All right, so more of Mizuki there.
All in all, I would say that Nirvana Initiative gets across the sci-fi idea much better than this game does. This game I struggle to call sci-fi. That's the thing with this game.
Yeah,
like,
it's too
we
modern.
we have the whole.
I would call this pseudo-futuristic, not sci-fi.
Yeah, because like that's the thing. That's the weird thing about it though. Is that, like, it opens with a very sci-fi feeling because you've got the holographic caution tape, you've got Aiba, you've got the Evolver, and you've got walking through dreams. It sort of starts out like sort of tricking you into thinking that it's going to be very sci-fi, and then it steps away from that very quickly with everything else that you encounter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pewter's probably the closest thing to like a good sci-fi outfit, and maybe Date a little bit.
The sync room and Aiba are like the most peak sci-fi in this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why
everything else is relatively close to the real world.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I like the vibe of Nirvana Initiative better, because it sort of fits the kind of tone that I was expecting this game to have.
Well, maybe it was just testing Grumpy Chikoshi. It's like, I kind of wonder if he made these games with a sequel in mind.
I don't feel like he knew that he would make another, like, AI game. Like, it doesn't come across that way, having played Nirvana Initiative.
Oh,
But
okay.
I want to bring attention to the right side of the Ota A. Look at the fucking earlier design of Ota. He looked more like the dweebo kid that, a lot of people pictured him as.
I was kind of hoping to look like the goofy self. It would. I understand maybe it was a little bit too off-putting, but I mean, we already had the beady eyes with Ota's father, and it was just toned down for this.
Yeah, he does kind of look a bit more like his father in that picture.
Yeah.
I honestly prefer the current design over the original.
That's fair.
So,
it's easier on the eyes. It's less like cringe, I guess, or weird.
Yeah. Like if there's anything I don't like, it's the stereotypes. So if he looked like the dweebo kid, that
yeah,
it would have lost a lot of impact, especially with his own ending.
Hipster. This is funny. That hasn't changed.
Not much of a change with these guys, but these guys were really major characters anyway.
Yeah.
And all the chocolate
there's
designs.
Todoroki Man stickers.
Yep, and each one of these is also a Steam sticker if you get all the trading cards.
Nice.
For some reason. Yeah, Aiba on the cake.
I understand why.
Oh, that's adorable.
And in Date Somnium, we get concept art for Shoko and Renju.
Again, doesn't look like they really have changed much.
Yep.
Not really major characters, though.
And of all things, the concept art for Adder Rabbit.
Adder Rabbit, dog. This is what we need concept art for.
The little Grim Reaper one down here sends me.
I honestly cannot believe that Adora Rabbit needed so many fucking concepts, but I guess they couldn't really nail.
It used to be
creepy and cute.
To be way less. It used to be way less eccentric. In fact, honestly, oh my god, there's one Grim Reaper one.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
very
that's the one I like the
right.
most. I want the little Grim Reaper rabbit.
I guess
it'll go perfect.
I guess the Grim Reaper one would have been a little bit too on the nose, maybe.
Oh, I love Falco's concept art. Look at what he used to look like.
Too much of an assassin.
That's a James Bond character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Bond's the name.
I don't think that
James' name.
I don't think that the fucking bandana on his fucking mouth should be there.
Hey.
Yeah, the bandana's a bit too much, but
do you?
I honestly kind of like the original design. Aside from that,
do you know what the final design of Ina reminds me of a little bit?
What?
Kyle Hyde a little bit. Doesn't it look like him?
Oh, it does kind of look like Kyle Hyde. You're right. Yeah.
Hotel Dusk. Yeah, just I won't say typical, but just.
Oh wow, the Sagan house looked much more run down in the original version.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it was to get across a lower income.
Maybe.
I don't know why they
Suplex.
Oh my god.
And Boss hasn't changed much.
Boss. I'm
no, that's
surprised
the
they didn't
final
include her beta
design.
Yeah, they didn't
The
include her
beta designs are
there it
here.
is. There's the beta design.
Look how short that short pants. Oh my god, what the heck? Jeez.
Man, boss, you went
Honestly,
through a transformation.
I said this
All
before.
4 victims of the original Cyclops serial killings were just earlier designs for boss.
No, I said this before, and I'll say it again. The second design is really fucking slick. I prefer.
I like the first one with the ponytail.
The ponytails.
Yeah.
Like the one going from left to right, I like the second one just the most.
That's the one I like too.
Honestly, I like the green jacket and the purple scarf. I don't know why, but I like that coloration for boss.
The red suits are nicely, but if we had to go for an alternate costume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was this? Where was that in the Somnium, by the way?
Don't worry about it.
The mannequins that you topple over, remember?
Yeah, I think he meant where the eyeball was.
Yeah.
Oh.
In that giant warehouse.
I'm not going to boot up the Somnium, but basically, after you get past the third mental lock, you got to start going towards the objective. Then before you go through one of the doors, on the second floor, you have to go next to the right of the door that you're supposed to go to, walk around the wall across the little walkway. The eyeball's hidden behind a couple barrels.
Wow. And since you're so time
It's
crunched,
literally just step aside for like 10 seconds.
Some of the eyeballs are just really mean.
All right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you want to know the one that I found the most annoying was the one in the first in the left path iris Somnium. Literally just walk forward, go to the left corner.
Yeah, that one you just have to ignore the thing that's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't believe I found the one in Hitomi. With how big that map is.
Moma apparently has burns on his hands. This is lore that we never got.
Hence why he wears gloves.
Wasn't important, I guess.
I wonder how often that happens. Like, where you like draw up something for to be part of a character's design, and it just never ends up coming up.
Pretty sure more often than you think.
Yeah.
The idea sounds cool, but then it's like,
especially with concept art, yeah.
All right. That's Rohan.
And then so sketch. You know, it's just a sketch.
Solitary So.
Yeah.
Ah, here's some sync machine concepts.
And explanations for what it'll do, how it works, going up and down.
The visor.
And the visor.
Oh no.
I was in timeout.
Oh, no.
I was
Poor
playing
Iva.
DBD. Just Mama.
You used to smoke, apparently.
Wearing heels. No surprise.
I mean that's what I would expect of a character, I guess.
Yeah, I think I have this one. Of the secretary and the
Mermaid
mermaid.
character and receptionist character, who I'm sure we will never see again.
We will never see either of these two ever again.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Saw Shawshank Redemption.
Are you not entertained?
That's Gladiator.
Yeah. And this is the final concept design for Iris. These are some earlier hairstyles. I gotta say, I prefer A the most.
A is very cute. Very
yeah.
Reminds me of like Amy Rose kind of.
But A actually makes her look older, in my opinion.
Really now?
Given some of the comments she makes, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, a really early design.
How much concept art did you have, Iris? Jesus Christ.
3 pages that made it into the final game.
It's like Iris might have been Yuji Koshi's favorite character, maybe.
Oh my god, could you believe it? It's
Also,
almost
as soon
like
as you
she's...
The hidden eyeball for this Somnium is literally right here. As soon as you get told, hey, plant the seed, go back to the shrine and get the eyeball.
Nice.
Oh my god. That's just mean.
Hitomi. I already have this one.
Hitomi, why is your arm sticking out?
I don't know. Younger Hitomi.
Doesn't look that much different.
Yep.
Younger.
And then younger
Also
Renju.
doesn't look
who
that
also
much different.
Yeah, it's just their outfits.
Oh, Aiba
Then
concept.
This is interesting. Aiba had different designs.
The Aiba we got.
Yeah, that's what happens in the character design process.
The Aiba we got, peak. I love her design. She's good.
Yes, this is peak.
I honestly wish we saw the hamster design more often in the overworld.
Yeah. And this is, I think, more so just trying to figure out how it'll work.
I'm gonna be honest, I actually prefer this design for Aiba.
Really? No, give me long hair all day.
For the body, maybe. For the hair, no.
Hair, I love her hair.
I don't know. I kind of like that she looks like a little sprite there, like a little electronic sprite.
Fair enough. I'm just
The original sync room.
The prototype sync machine.
Album.
And
complete.
this is what you get for finding all
Congratulations,
the
you
photos.
completed the album. Now there are 2
Yay.
Ibas.
Yay. Anyway, now that I can actually finally say what I was going to say earlier about this game, I think, flaws aside, again, this is still one of my favorite Uchikoshi games out of all of them, to being one of the top, like, top 3, personally, which is not saying much considering I've seen 5. But even then, I'm always going to have a soft spot for this game, given that it was my introduction to Uchikoshi. That and Nirvana Initiative as well, just for the cementing. It's like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy his stuff because he's a good writer for the most part. But yeah, I like the character. I have a soft spot for almost all the characters in this game, aside from Iris on a revisit and Ota. In his route, he's good. Everywhere else is just kind of mid.
Yeah.
Mizuki is the best character in general, though.
Agreed.
But yeah, it's like, warts and all, I love this game.
Yeah.
It's honestly like kind of appalling to me is that like Mizuki feels like the most complete character in this game, and yet it doesn't seem to be the case that Uchikoshi himself realized that.
Yeah.
The game started with her like being in trouble,
game.
and then suddenly Iris takes center stage for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Because in the end, Mizuki didn't really matter much to the main plot, I guess, or at least the main mystery.
Mizuki and her parents are kind of irrelevant to this like plot. The overall story is about Date, Iris, and Hitomi.
Well, the parents played a role, but not as huge a role as one would think.
Yeah, which is weird because the game opens with Shoko's death, so you would think that everything ties back to something relating to Shoko, but Shoko as a character is kind of irrelevant to what's actually going on.
Yep, and
the only thing that has to do with her is that like she was housing Saito for a year as Date spied he spied on Date, which is kind of the biggest role that she had.
And with the way the story ended, like I'm just very curious how we're gonna make a duology out of this because already
I'm still missing a few. Okay.
This seems
I
like
guess we can take a sneak peek at that, can't we?
Yeah, because to me it seems like a self-contained story, which kind of worries me about the next game. Like if it wasn't planned to be duology, is it really going to impact its main narrative and its characters?
I will refrain from making comments about that until we get to see it for ourselves.
I know. I'm just let me speak. I'm just thinking because I think it is a valid concern going to the next game. Since we have the duology and the Great Attorney, we knew going in that was going to be a continued story. Here,
the Great Ace Attorney, yeah, that one was designed to be a duology. This one, not so much.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that, but I do hope it pans out in the end. When we'll get to it right now. So I'm going to sign off here, then I'm going to start anew. So to everybody watching, if you want to stay on for another hour,
do not close the tab.
Yes.
Stay here for another minute.
Yeah, because
we'll be right back after
for
these
another
messages.
60 seconds, and then we'll come right back.
Exactly. Don't you dare touch that dial. I'll be right back. All right.
Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
All right. So give me a couple minutes. We'll be back and ready to rock. See ya.
Okay, so 140
Bye-bye.
seconds. Got it.
And
140.